hosting the first ever heritage and cultural reality show called National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. The National Heritage and Cultural Challenge is a reality show organized by TAMMA Corporation, enabling us to explore our culture through entertainment. At the same time, you could stand a chance to win the grand prize in the amount of $38,000 United States dollars. Teammates will be grouped into 15 teams, representing the 15 counties in Liberia. Each team will consist of 5 members, with each team member having a specific role. A traditional chef to cook all the juicy local dishes, a beauty queen or king to showcase how beautiful, inspiring, and unique our Liberian culture is, a talented dancer, singer, storyteller, you name your talent and be on the show. A smart man, that young man who is certain of his knowledge of the county and the Liberian history. Lastly, our warrior, who will be ready to fight and protect his county at all costs.
Hello and welcome to Focus on Liberia. My name is Anthony Sie, hosting. Welcome to this Thursday edition of our broadcast here at Focus on Liberia, where we always educate, we elevate, and promote all things Liberia. Talking about promotion, many of you who have been listening and been wondering what the guys mean when they say promotion. We have some promotion for today, and it's about culture. It's about heritage. It is about what is who we are, Liberia, Liberian people. But we have 2 guests who are comfortably seated to share with us what is ongoing when it comes to Liberia's culture, Liberia's heritage, and all that makes us to be Liberians. Welcome. Hit the share button and let us get started here. The topic for this discussion is Liberia's first ever cultural reality show. A reality show, but that is cultural. We will discuss that. And this particular program we're talking about is organized and hosted by TAMMA Corporation, TAMMA TV, and it's been done under the theme National Heritage and Cultural Challenge program. Let me welcome my guest, Mr. Abdullah Kamara. Mr. Kamara, welcome to Focus on Liberia. It's my pleasure that you are comfortably seated as our guest today.
Thank you very much. Very glad and excited to be here.
Thank you. Also here and seated is Sister Madam Bendu Johnson. Sister Bendu, I would like to say welcome to Focus on Liberia. You just muted yourself. Please unmute yourself. Please unmute yourself and speak, please. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Very glad to be here. Thanks for having me here today.
All right. Welcome. It is my pleasure that you are here to talk about this program, this cultural reality TV program on the theme National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. So get started. Let me introduce my guest for today. The gentleman you are looking at, who is very handsome there, is Abdullah Kamara. He is the founder and CEO of TAMMA Corporation. And also the young lady you see here is Madam Bendu Johnson. She is the casting chair for the National Heritage and Cultural Program that has been ongoing for some time now. And they are here to talk about the importance of this program while they are doing it. Welcome. Hit that share button. Let us get into it. Again, I can't welcome you enough to focus on Liberia. Let's start with the institution that you are working with, and then you are hosting this all-important program geared toward promoting Liberia's culture, and so that Liberians can see what we have. Let's start with you, Mr. Kamara. The TAMMA Corporation. What is TAMMA Corporation? And I also know there is TAMMA TV. What is TAMMA TV, and why these two institutions or organizations, what do they do? Or what do you do at these two institutions?
All right. Once again, thank you very much. I'm very, very excited to be here. It's an honor, and I've been following you guys' shows. They are really, really informative, balanced, and quite, interesting to follow. So, thanks for the very good job, and also further thanks to my friend and former classmate, Mr. Ja. My regards. TAMMA Corporation is a parent company of many smaller companies or activities. TAMMA TV, which happens to be our media arm. Currently, TAMMA TV is the most widely viewed local TV channel in Liberia, and also the most reliable local digital TV channel. We don't use regular antenna anymore. We are operating on the Satcom platform, which means people get high quality television viewing experience to their television sets. We also operate, TAMMA Corporation also is the parent company of eWally, and eWally is a fintech or financial technology company that has broken barriers and grounds in Liberia. We haven't even launched yet, and there's so much that is being said and discussed about us and about how we are changing the mobile money and mobile payment landscape in Liberia. It's not only Liberia, across the region and even internationally. eWallet will also be used to during the voting process for this project, which we'll elaborate on later on the show. Besides that, we also are in the school technology business. We provide really, really advanced software for schools to use. As large, even for the healthcare sector, we are doing a lot. So our company is small, but with big ambition and a lot of very, very interesting things we're doing, which includes the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. I guess maybe if you want me to dive straight into it, I will start. But if you want to hear
so talk to us about the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. This is a program, from what I'm, reading, that it's being hosted by TAMMA TV, which is the media arm of of TAMMA Corporation. So, what is it all about?
So, over the years, I recall when we were much younger, we used to be very proud of our culture and our heritage. Liberia stood long and tall, especially the combination of the American Liberians that came that had their own culture, but the culture that were here also, that coexisted harmoniously, but also that we did a lot of things together. I recall, everybody recall the Malawala show. Right. We all recall the culture ambassador, the national culture through Ballet African, when people used to travel from Cote d'Ivoire, from even Lagos, Conakry, to come and watch our people performances here in Liberia. I mean, I used to be really, really proud about this. In those days, we had high value for our culture. You and myself, we are aware that since the Civil War, we have been highly influenced by Western culture and norms. And sadly, our own culture and norms are fading away. I've noticed on our young people nowadays, and I'm talking about people in their 20s, if you ask them about something about their own county, some of them haven't even left Monrovia, and I'm talking about even somebody who is Bassa, having been to Buchanan, that is 2 hours drive away. So it was predicated upon these things, my desire to bring back to life our old days experience, that we thought we need to do something, but we need to do it in a way that will really entice everybody to participate. So this is why we put it on a competitive level. We could have gone and do some show on TV and stuff like that, but we decided to make it competitive. So it is a challenge in which all of the counties will come and showcase what about the richness and the niceties and the beauties of their culture. And we hope that after 5 weeks of competition, with elimination rounds where viewers will be voting from, because it's going to be on air 24/7 on our YouTube and Facebook pages, and then additionally on TAMMA TV, of course, locally. So people are going to be watching throughout, and every week we eliminate 1 or 2 counties, and then create a high level of competition. So we want people to showcase. You remember all those olden time day about Kwiti, that fight?
Oh,
so the warriors
I was very good at it.
There you go. Our warriors
that's our Eastern thing there.
Thank you. Okay, my man, I can't take that right now, but I think you're talking some poor yellow. Anyway, so we have all those things. We have all those things lined up about our food.
Right.
We all believe we have the best cuisine. One of the objectives is not just for you to show that you are better, but also for you to demonstrate that you understand the other culture. So we'll be asking the Marylander to cook toboggi, for example, and the Kisi man to cook pambota or fufu. So there are different things.
So that means that you are trying to provide an opportunity where each group or each culture can teach the other how they can cook their favorite dish.
As if you are being in our discussion rooms.
Okay.
Basically, what we want to do is for people to appreciate our national identity, so the things that bind us, and also the richness and the uniqueness of certain culture things that are happening. Sadly, the entire country is now polarized, meaning with politics. We need to bring some things that will bring some level of unity for us to understand.
Exactly.
You know that Pele people are found in 8 counties.
I'm just hearing this.
So similarly with Bassa, people are found in, I think, 4 or 5 counties. So there are just some. It's not about tribal lines, but I'm just saying that there is more that connect us from county to county than things that divide us. And sadly,
Certainly.
we are so much focused on those things that divide us that we forget that we are all the same. So this is the idea of the competition. So even we're now putting mobilizer together, and we got some big names. Those mobilizers, we're asking them to cooperate with people from different political interests or different economic background to make sure that they can support their teams to win this competition. We just raised the bar from $38,000 to $40,000. So we have $40,000 at stake for the winning county. And some of that money will go to the participant, those people that will make your county to win.
And also we'll get to the price there. Let me come to Bendu Johnson here. Madam Johnson, you are the chair for casting. Talk to me. what is that? What does that mean? Tell me about your role. Can you hear me? You are muted there. I think she's frozen. Her internet is not strong, I would think, and that is why we're not hearing her.
Okay, so once she gets back, then
while we try to wait for her, I know Bendu is the casting chair for the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. I really want her to speak. Okay, let's see here again. Bendu, can you hear me?
She's muted.
Yeah, she's muted, and at the same time, I think she's frozen also. Can you unmute yourself? You can hear me, please. If anything, she can go to you there, and the both of you can sit by each other. Sure. I think we should do that.
Yeah, I will drop a message to her while we're here.
Yeah. You can go and inform her. I will try to keep the audience engaged. You both should come in the same place. Okay. All right, folks. Please bear with us here. We're trying to find a solution. Come to think about it. Culture makes us what we are and actually who we are. When we say values, we are talking about our culture, the things we believe, the things we cherish, the things with which others can identify us, those things that make us to be Liberians, those things that set us apart from our neighbors, even though we have some similarities, but the uniqueness of Liberians, our culture. This is something that for far too long we have not elevated. I'm not sure it's been preserved as it should be preserved. And TAMMA Cooperation on TAMMA TV is doing this national or heritage and cultural challenge, in which they have brought people from all the counties to be able to showcase, the different cultures in the various counties, so that at the end of the day, we will get to see Liberia's culture for what it actually is, for us to also have the opportunity to appreciate it, and basically for us to see the uniqueness, the richness, and find the commonality the commonalities that make us who we are as a people. And this is a brilliant idea. I want to see my culture. I want to see what culture is also being practiced in other counties. This could not have been a much better opportunity other than what we are witnessing. And it's being organized by TAMMA Cooperation on our HTV platform, TAMMA TV. Says Belum, I think we found a better idea now. I can see you very clearly. Welcome again. I was asking the question, you are the casting chair for the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. When you say casting chair, what are your responsibilities? What specific role do you play? And what are the duties assigned with that role that you play?
Okay. My duty is to find 75 Liberians from 15 counties to participate and challenge each other in the Heritage Village.
Right.
Yes. So we have done some auditions and also some scouting, because there's a new idea to Liberians. And so we've had to do a lot of publicity to make people understand, first of all, what is a reality TV show, what is NHCC all about, and how all Liberians can participate in it to celebrate our culture. And so it has been a very challenging and interesting task, and it's still ongoing because we still have openings. And this is the main reason I'm here today, to let people know we're still looking for beautiful people or people to represent the beauty of the various counties, and it can be a queen or a king. We're still looking for wrestlers and wise people. As for talent, we have a lot of talented people in Liberia. We have so many talented people. So it's still ongoing and it's interesting and it's fun.
So much interesting. And I'm just curious, how do you go about identifying the talents? I know you said you go from county to county because you want all the counties to be represented. Now, if you get to a particular county, uh, how do you engage the county leaders to identify a particular talent in like wrestling, maybe the cultural dance or cooking? How do you go about doing that?
Okay, we use several strategies in bringing out these talents.
Hmm.
One was going to the radio stations in
Hmm.
big cities like Ganta and Kakata and
Hmm.
Manga and letting people know that there's such a thing called NHCC
Hmm.
and hosting auditions in those places.
Hmm.
We've had auditions in Ganta and Kakata, Buchanan as well.
Hmm.
And now we're focusing on Monserrato. Um, that's one way we've done it through auditions, also by word of mouth. You know, telling our friends and our family if you know a talented person who would love to be on TV and be engaged in something so great, let us know. And also just calling on people that we feel have the talents and should be involved in something like this.
All right, thank you so much. And Mr. Kamara, you just heard Belen explain about the efforts that she made and the processes, in identifying or putting the processes put into play in identifying individuals. Uh, what were there any difficulties experienced throughout that process?
Well, first of all, let me just add up briefly. By the way, the auditions are also open to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. So
Okay.
if you want to compete and you think you have what it takes to represent your county, you
Hmm.
can do that. You need to contact us through FOL.
And I'm going to be contacting you soon. I'm good at the word dance.
Well, I'm waiting for you.
Okay.
So anyway, no, we have had some challenges. Like she was saying, uh, this is in the first place for the generation
Hmm.
right now. It is really really strange and new. The idea, in fact, we heard people won't tell them about participating. They say, "But I can't speak my tribe." Even though it's not about speaking your tribe, but at least to know something about your culture and your heritage. And we are also going to prepare people because most people think that they need to know everything. That's not the case. So it has been kind of difficult for. On the one hand, you have to explain the concept,
Hmm.
what it is,
Hmm.
and because I always tell people it's a combination of the national county meet and Big Brother Niger.
Okay.
And once you say Big Brother Niger, they kind of click. And
Yeah.
also when you say the national county meet, it makes some sense.
Yeah. Something they can
National,
relate to.
thank you. The national county meet so it's the cultural part of the national county meet, if I should say it that way.
Right.
So all of the counties now have to show how beautiful, how important, and how unique
Rich,
their
diverse.
thank you, and the diversity, the differences, and it will help us to understand each other even more. So those are some of the things that have been kind of confusing for those that want to participate. That we have to explain all of that.
Mhm.
I mean, you said we shouldn't talk about the cash prize. I know we'll talk about it. We
Right.
thought the amount should be interesting to draw attention,
Mhm.
but yes, it is. But then people feel, oh, maybe I won't make it. But please, we got some people that are very simplistic. They are not very complicated,
Mhm.
and they came the audition and they made it through. We are putting the counties teams together,
Mhm.
and we are hoping that by the end of let's say by the end of next week,
Mhm.
all of the teams should be formed by that time. And we also think that by next week we want to unveil the various teams. The
Mhm.
teams that are completed right now. Which counties?
The counties that are completed right now are Grand Bassa, um, Grand Kipmouth, Bapolu. I'm sorry, my phone is ringing off the hook because people still want to audition, so I get about 50 calls a day. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And let's see, we have Grand Crew is completed. Margibi. So we've done quite a bit of work. I mean, like Sino has one person missing. Let's talk more about the people that are missing. Sino County, we need one person. Maryland County, we need 3 people. The Southeasterners, I don't know if they're shy or they haven't heard what's going on.
Maybe we are way beyond God by. The roads are not good. You can't get there.
So, because most of the counties that are completed are all from this the northwest. But the Southeasterners, please come out. Let us know how you cook your palm butter. From there too, how we cook our palm butter, etc. Don't be shy. Just call me. I'll give my number on your program if you don't mind. Is Liberia, of course, 231-770. 814422 or 231-880-814422. If you live in the States or in Europe and you have a family member who, we say, oh, that person got dry face, they're not ashamed, they like to perform or whatever, have them call either of those numbers or come to the TAMMA station and show interest, and we'll have you fill out a form and do a quick audition. And who knows, you could be the winner, in the team that wins, or at least you'll be on TV and get to show your talents.
Thank you. Mr. Kamara, before you come in, there is a video that your team did to explain, to give people a unique sense of what we are talking about here. Let's roll in that little clip so people see some of the images of the things that have been done in this particular competition.
Operation is hosting the first ever heritage and cultural reality show called National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. The National Heritage and Cultural Challenge is a reality show organized by TAMMA Corporation, enabling us to explore our culture through entertainment. At the same time, you could stand a chance to win the grand prize in the amount of $38,000 United States dollars. Teammates will be grouped into 15 teams, representing the 15 counties in Liberia. Each team will consist of 5 members, with each team member having a specific role. A traditional chef to cook all the juicy local dishes, a beauty queen or king to showcase how beautiful, inspiring, and unique our Liberian culture is, a talented dancer, singer, storyteller, you name your talent and be on the show. A smart man, that one man who is certain of his knowledge of the county and the Liberian history. Lastly, our warrior, who will be ready to fight and protect his county at all costs.
So, we're talking about the one to defend the county, the wise man who will tell all the stories, the history of the county, talking about cooking the best dishes from that particular county. The queen, right? That woman who is an emblem of the county in terms of beauty.
Or king.
This is great. Talk to me.
So just a little bit about some of the things that will be happening. For the first day, actually we are at the completion stage of our village. We are building a whole village. I shared the image with you on your WhatsApp.
Right.
We are building a whole village to accommodate the contestants so that they have a space with sufficient camera and mics to follow everything. Every weekend for 5 weeks now, every Saturday there will be an elimination show that will be watched by up to 300 people live in the village. So we'll open the village up for people to come and watch the competition, to cheer their county, but it will also be on television. And on that day, this is the day that the beauty woman or the beautiful woman, the princess, the warrior, that thing you want to do. I got one guy from Margibi waiting for you. So those guys will perform on that day. The dances, those that can do dancing, those that can do deep storytelling, things that can make you almost like you want to cry. To bring back the old days, things that used to happen. Most of the other people lazy, up to now they're teaming complete yet. I've been telling the
right there.
The settlers, you always say the country and how you call it, country and Congo thing.
Yeah.
Monserrato should be standing up now with their, their hat and their coats and
right
and whatever they want to wear. They have to show their culture as well. And so we want everybody to be part of this thing. It's not only it's not a tribal thing; it is county thing. So those counties need to be really represented. So Maryland, Monserrato, River G, they still need to come on. So every weekend, people got to watch and be able to vote their favorite teams, because we'll be sending people home based on voting and based on judges' score. So there'll be a lot of activities going on from fishing. They will do fishing. We'll put living fish in the creek. We have a little creek there that they have to do fishing with nets. The old traditional way they will hunt. They will do some hunting that they have to use, old technique to be able to bring down or an animal. There'll be
they could use the spear from the southeast. We use the spear to chase the
there
ground.
There you go. As long as they can use it professionally and carefully, not to harm the others, then that's okay. But we will have different ways of making sure that people actually demonstrate that. Let's have that feeling. This is why we are building a whole village.
Right.
We could have decided to, go and put it in some kind of house and let people come and be doing dancing and all that thing. No, we are actually saying that we want it to be real, very, very realistic. And if it's possible to show the image I give so people can have an impression of the village, that would be nice. So this is not going to be one of those shows that just watch and get bored about it. No, this is going to be 24/7 entertainment. A lot of drama, by the way. We got outside toilets. We got the I don't know what we can call the name, man. Before they used to call it the Zoo Bush, where every week the max dancer. No, but those are interesting. Every time they will come, and everybody will have to run away and hide, and they will consult with the team of that county. So every county, the mobilizer got to make sure their people get strategies to be able to defeat the others. So it is. No, I mean, as I speak about it, I'm getting more and more exciting. We'll put some interesting, even NAFO. NAFO from old days.
Oh yeah, I remember NAFO very well.
People even do NAFO the week. So we're really trying to bring out the old days and the even plaiting hair competition.
Plaiting hair competition.
Plaiting hair, the cornrow, the country plait. Who will do it better and faster? So it's going to be everything. Everything is going to be there doing that thing. And like I said earlier, you call yourself, you see, from how you call it?
I'm from the southeast, from Grand Cru. We got the fighters.
They tell you to go to Soya, and that kind of thing. Just imagine how you put the ingredients together. All that will form part of your school. This is where the judges will be involved. So there are two things. You got the fan voting. That will be done on Lone Star and on Iwali. And then we have the judges' score. The judges' score will help to bring some balance in terms of actual performances, So it shouldn't be because Niba County get plenty of people, they're not performing well, but then Maryland or Sano doing well, but they get population to vote, and then they lose, We even have the judges have something we call the pass. So sometimes if you perform well, but you didn't have that sufficient vote, the judges could use their pass, but the judge can only use it one time in the whole show. So when a particular judge uses his pass, he can't use it anymore. But that will be used to help keep a balance in the show. So we really want to make sure that everybody is doing well.
Mr.
I
Kamara,
think, yeah.
Mr. Kamara, thank you so very much. You talk about the village. There's a question I was keeping all along about sustaining this program because their idea is so brilliant. And I would think that when you mention a village that is being built where this culture can be displayed, where people can go, a kind of setting where we'll have a hunting ground, maybe we'll have the dancing ground, maybe the cooking ground, and you share the images with me. Let me display the images, and as I put one there, you can please explain so that the listeners can get a sense of what you are trying to do here. So this is the first one. Go ahead, talk about it. Yeah.
So what you are looking at right now is the village with the various huts for the various counties that will be in there. And then what you're looking at that looks like a stairs. This is where the spectators will come every weekend. Like we said, every Saturday there will be competition. This stage, these seats hold up to 300 people. And down there with a small hut and the opening is the stage area where people will be, where they will be doing the different performances. Like I was saying, the fighting, the beauty contest, the dancing, the storytelling will be happening right in that space. Then way behind, if you see like a wall behind there is the creek, and the creek is actually one of the places we talk about fishing and stuff like that. This is where that will happen.
And when you talk about beauty contest, may I interrupt you here? Talking about beauty contest, and now the Western one we call queen contest, and the children wearing this. So what kind of clothes will the ladies be wearing when we're talking about this beauty contest?
Let me just hit from the start here. From the day they enter the village,
yes,
with the exception of Monserrato, because of the settler thing, because the settler came with shoes.
Yeah, that's part of our culture too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody else entering barefooted.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So unless you got real country slipper to show, but nobody carrying high heel.
Let the tipo tell. We will consider that one as country.
Thank you. So it gotta be country shoes. You're not carrying sneakers in there. You're not carrying high heels.
Nothing made in China.
No, forget it. So it gotta be handmade right here in Liberia. The second thing is doing the beauty contest. So it is the artifacts, the beans, the painting, the drawing on the faces. Those are the ones that will come and bring it up. I don't want to be biased, but we know certain women from the waist down, as soon as you see them, you know which country they're coming from. And,
I don't want us to have a debate, but go ahead.
That one. So in Liberia, there are certain women, as soon as you see the feature, this person is definitely from that country.
Like when you see Coca-Cola shape, you
things like that. So, but you got to make that body very beautiful with all the paintings and designs that are necessary, because those were part of the school. If you just can't put makeup, in fact, the Western makeup will not work.
Like I said, the traditional makeup will be allowed.
Yeah, unless for the Monserrato group that may have the settlers, then we may have some consideration, but it is not muddy. How you call it? I know they call it March 40 or all the expensive things. Yeah, it got to be based on the old days stuff. So
let me get to Bendu. Let me get to Bendu. So on a date of competition, and let me display the building. I like the building. I see the stage there where the performances will be done or the competition will be done. And you see like a stadiums, there are things like a step where people are going to sit. Then I see a little hut there. So they don't talk to me. Those huts or houses that we see in the background, what those houses are for, And my other question there is, when the ladies are getting ready to dress, do they have people helping them? Paint a picture for us to understand preparation in terms of the competition.
In terms of, that's why we have teams, and the
Okay.
teams have to figure out the best way to win.
So each
So
team
if
will
you
have a coach?
Yes, they
Okay.
have a coach that will visit weekly or whatever the schedule is, that will come and try to coach them. And that's why the wise person is also there
Okay.
to tell them all about the culture and the traditions of the county. So when you talk about a beauty king or queen and how they're dressed, that's up to the team to dress their representative up to the best of their ability, because they're not going to have too many outside influences once they enter the heritage village.
Thank you. Thank you. Let us put on the next image here. I know it's the same, but this one is from a different angle. I see like something like a swimming pool somewhere there. Is that the pond for
that's a
fishing?
creek.
Okay, that's a creek. Okay.
Yeah. So
right.
the creek is there to make sure well, this is where they will be doing. They can go there and shower. Shower. Let's say take bath, but they can also do the fishing things there as well. If you look on my screen, it's on the left hand side.
Yeah.
The bigger building.
Yeah, it's a bigger building.
That is a palace.
Okay.
So the palace is going to be modern. So we'll have tiles with air conditioning and everything else. Every week, the best county will ascend to the tower, to the palace, and stay there for a week. They will control the rest of the group, and they can decide which other county share the palace with them. And in the palace, there will be luxury. The other places, you're sleeping on straw beds, like the old days. You are sleeping together in a country hut, and the luxury will be in the palace. So anytime you perform well, your team goes to the palace every week. So I'm sure a lot of folks will be competing fiercely to make sure they can enjoy some of the luxury of the village.
And when you talk about palace, now we're talking king. Are we talking queen too? And is that would there be a throne for the king in this palace who will be giving all the orders?
Yeah, so that palace is actually elevated. It is when you stand there, you can see on top of the other. The whole village. You have a view of the whole village. It's like you're really king, in the palace up there. So I will send you another link with another image with a better view of the palace, where people can. The winning team now will sit and be giving other people instruction, and they will probably be served by the other team. They can order food. They can order other people to prepare certain things for them and bring it. That will make them that will make the competition to go into the palace very, very interesting every way. It's the one on the left. It's hidden. I will send you another image that shows it much clearer than it is.
And we're looking at the buildings there. I actually like the design. Just by looking at the design, you know that this is our culture. This is how homes were built or are being built still in other places. Was that intentional? And tell me why.
Yes, it was intentional, my brother. Like I said, we all got our smartphones. We are watching. We are looking at LeBron James. We're looking at what are the artists they feel is what they get? Rihanna. We are looking at all these big stars, but then that are based in America and know about American culture and way of life. We are in Liberia. Our kids need to understand where we came from. It is not that they should stay there, but they should understand and appreciate why parents behave in certain ways sometimes. Why parents think that going driving from here all the way Vonyama or Lukatuo is important because there's something that they were used to. There's something that bind them to that area. I went and lived in Europe for 15 years. I was rushing to come back to this country like somebody put medicine in my food. But I don't know what I was missing. And since I came back, with all the luxury I left behind, I still feel very, very at peace, and I'm happy to be back home. So these are things that we want to instill back into the society and make people, all of us, to again value our culture. Look, the American people, when they talk about heritage in America, let's take America because this is where most Liberians, make comparison with. The people respect their laws. The 1776 law is still valid and important today. The things why they will keep document of 300 years old, why they will say it has been like this forever and ever. Our forefathers, they usually say that
Right.
the founding fathers, the American politics, they will say our founding father meant it like this. Why would these people continue to respect that? And
reference.
Thank you. We have a rich culture and diverse cultural background. I think and I believe strongly that when we emphasize on this, will make people to respect us more, but it will also bind us more. We will understand that we are actually not different. We're all the same, and we just have different orientation about the same old thing. So these are some of the things I really want to achieve with this program. This is what we're portraying for the village.
Exactly. Thank you. Let us talk about the prices. And this time I want for us to talk about benefits too for the participant, because I'm not sure if just the price can be the only benefit here for participants. I mean, if there are now. So, Madam Bendu Johnson, why 38,000 as the cash price? And besides that, are there other benefits for participants?
I think Mr. Kamara mentioned that is now 40,000.
Oh, 40,000. Okay.
Yes. Well, the 40,000 is because it's a county thing. So the county has to also benefit the county that wins. So half of that money will go into creating some infrastructure in the winning county, and the other, the balance of that will go to the 5 participants in the village, which comes to about 4,000 per person. And that's a lot of money that somebody can use to start from somewhere. And the benefit of that is if you're a talented person, you have a chance of being on the most watched television station in Liberia, the local station. And so that's a lot of exposure even for an individual. Also, it's an opportunity to meet other Liberians, a great way to network. And it's just a great opportunity, I feel.
Thank you. And Bendu again, before Mr. Kamara, Bendu again, what is the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge important? And I also want to know whether you are partnering with other organizations. Is it just TAMMA Corporation and TAMMA TV, honor writing, or carry on this program?
We are partnering. I think Mr. Kamara should answer that question better.
Okay.
But your first question was, what is NHCC?
What is the importance of the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge?
The importance is that, as Mr. Kamara said earlier, it is an opportunity for us to know about our culture, appreciate our heritage, while we're entertaining the public as well, because this is a reality TV show. So it is for entertainment, to educate, to unify. It's a feel good, because usually in Liberia, we really feel good about county competitions, as we see from the county meet. The whole country gets really excited when counties compete, and even though it's football, this is the entertainment, as Mr. Kamara mentioned, the entertainment factor, or it can be compared to the county meets, because people are going to be voting. Everybody wants the Lofians, we want Lofa to win. But we also encourage people not to just base it just on counting, because if you have a team of 5 people that are really doing what they're supposed to do, not because you don't come from that county, you wouldn't vote for them. I think we should still vote for best performance. But, going with the intention of voting for your county, but if another team is doing exceptionally well, I think we should be not so biased.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And Mr. Kamara, this is the other image. This one shows a much more clearer of the, I think it's called Heritage Village, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So on the upper left hand there is the palace. If you see with modern glasses, glass window, you got a balcony where you can stand and look down towards the village and towards the creek. So this is where the winning team for that particular week will be lodging, and maybe they'll spend time. They could collaborate with other counties. There will be some things going on, right?
Okay.
Some counties will collaborate and let's say get into cahoot to eliminate other counties. Those things will happen.
Is that fair game?
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's competition, right? As long as they don't break the rules of the competition, because no physical fights, no abusive languages, those things are there. Those are rules that will be given to the participants. Other than that, you can trick, you can enhance other people's chances to win, competitively. Some football games, right? Like in a World Cup, some people will play and intentionally lose their last game because they don't want to play the person that won. They took the second place in another pool because they put first and second. So some people can strategically lose one game just so they can have a weaker opponent from the other pool. So those things can happen. Those will be cahoots. Don't mind you, our cameras will be all over the village and taking images, recording things that are happening. The confession time will be in the zoo bush where people will go explain how they feel about the competition, who is not playing well on their team or who is cheating on the other team. And those things will be aired as well. You asked the question about funding and partnership.
Yes.
Currently, we started funding the project ourselves. It's a huge undertaking. It's really expensive. Fortunately, we have received a few very generous sponsors. NASCOR, Club Beer, Maritime, LTA, LTC, of course, Iwali. Those are our partners are donating cash. Lone Star is partnering with respect to the voting aspect, so they are now bringing money forth, but they are helping us with the voting, and as well as Iwali. Iwali will be the platform that you use from the US to be able to vote for your county. So people in the US, UK, Australia, mainland Europe, all of you will be able to contribute to vote for your county team to make sure that they win. We hope, I pray that next week when we're doing the unveiling, we can use your platform as well, but we'll coordinate with you when we are unveiling the various teams.
Okay.
So you can bring the breaking news.
We can do that, and we'll look into the possibility of relaying when the event is going on, if that will be possible. We will talk about that also.
Yeah, we'll partner on that. Very good.
So I really like this, and I think many Liberians going to like this, right? How is this in any way connected to tourism that we talk about a lot?
Well, for one thing, it will be another first for Liberia again.
Hmm.
Um, as far as this type of reality TV show, I
Hmm.
don't know that we've heard of the Big Brother starting from
Hmm.
South Africa and Nigeria, even Liberia. But as far as a heritage show, I stand to be corrected, but I think it's a first. And tourism, of course, we need to show the culture of Liberia. We are very unique people. Our history is extremely unique, and so even through this process, this television show, other Liberians will enjoy it, but other nationals, our foreign friends will also understand who we are better by watching this show.
In addition, the Heritage Village, the one we just showed.
Hmm.
So during the rest of the year, it'll be open to the public, to tourists, to also come and visit and stay there and get the experience of what the contestants went through. So we will open this up for as a tourism location where you can be hosted and get the same experience like the participants. Besides that, this year is the, I wouldn't say year of homecoming, but we know about the bicentennial.
Hmm.
A lot of Liberians will be coming home much more often than they have been doing in other years.
Right.
We also believe that this will bring some attractions. There are few activities taking place in the country, and we believe for this year's bicentennial activities, the NACC will play a significant role with respect to showcasing what we are, how we live, how we eat, and how we dance, how we celebrate, how we do weddings. By the way, there are another performance thing. People will show that how they can do their wedding. That's another display that we'll be doing. The real traditional wedding where you come and marry, from one clan to another clan. So the aspect about tourism will be very much embedded into our program, and to ensure that even after the 5 weeks, we'll continue to keep it alive so people can come there. So, and the stage you saw, we'll use it regularly for performances. So, people that come into Liberia can find a place where they can go and chill and actually enjoy some of the feats about Liberia. Yeah, I think in terms of tourism, we do have some connections with what is currently happening in the country and what will continue to happen thereafter. So the Heritage Village, the next time you come, by the way, I don't know when you're visiting Liberia
I,
because
I, I will let you know. I can't say it on air for security reason.
uh, because with all your beamer, maybe we'll host you. I'll make sure I find that guy from Give the guy waiting for you. He
Hmm.
just texted me. He said, "I message you can find."
You waiting for me? Okay. I will actually focus on Liberia. Is planning on going to Liberia sometime this year,
Oh,
so it'll be an
okay.
opportunity for us to come. And it's
Yeah,
good you said that it
yeah.
is almost completed. That will be one of the places. Should we succeed in making our trip, we might find time to go and see.
Oh, great.
This is
We'll be a host.
all right. All right. Thank you so very much. And the competition is going on now. Will it be a yearly competition? Because you said this is more like the county meet of our culture and not sports this time around. Does it mean that it's something that will be happening yearly? What would be the frequency?
Well, it's going to be happening yearly.
Okay.
That's the point. Yes.
And during the dry season.
During the
So
dry season.
Okay.
we hope that it will mostly happen somewhere in January, February.
Mhm.
Uh, um, but it is going to happen every year. our intent is to do a much bigger village in the near future. So once, if this year is really something that we see the enthusiasm, we have a 6-acre location that we plan on bringing the the heritage village. So we'll move. Yeah, this village will still exist, but we'll create a bigger village with more excitement and more display of our culture.
All right. Thank you so very much. Let us take a little break. And when we come back, we will read some comments from the viewers, and then we will have you respond to those. So we're going to take a short break right now, and we will be right back.
At Focus on Liberia, we discuss everything Liberia, from education to politics, arts and culture, entertainment, agriculture, history, religion, family, and technology. Focus on Liberia uncovers and showcases the best of Liberia and shows the world the truth about Liberia. We educate, elevate, and promote all things Liberia. We conduct interviews, panel discussions, debates, and more. Tune in to Focus on Liberia on Facebook and YouTube and be a part of the stories that make up the news.
This is Focus on Liberia, and I am Dennis Jar.
And I am Anthony C. hosting here at Focus on Liberia. We are in conversation here with the TAMMA TV Cooperation and TAMMA TV. They are hosting a program under the name National Heritage and Cultural Challenge in Liberia, which is intended to showcase Liberian culture from all the counties. I believe they have so many categories, especially 5. They're looking at 5 participants from each county, in the area of dressing, talking about beauty queen, to display the beauty of the Liberian woman with all of our cultural, designs and all that, fighting, storytelling. And by the way, Dennis just said I should tell you, he's signing off for the storytelling. Dennis is a very good storyteller. So Dennis is from Sano County. So if Sano list is not completed yet, add Dennis to that list. He will be telling some stories.
All right.
Okay, so let us read some comments quickly and get your response. This is Bijo Joki or Nyemfwe. I'm sure you guys know Nimle Nampla. Okay. I was member of the Salape Culture Troupe. That is Elizabeth here. Elizabeth, I believe, is in France. Elizabeth, so you can contact them. Later on, we'll tell you how you can get in contact with the team here. Elizabeth, again, after the Salape Culture Troupe, I was chosen to dance in the National Cultural Troupe. Wow. So we have a dancer. Maybe she can do her performance by video. That would be, this is Abel O. Ziga. It's like they used to beat him all the time. I don't know who the person is talking about. Somebody is advertising e-wallet. Use e-wallet today to transfer money to Liberia. You're advertising here.
That's the e-wallet people there.
E-wallet people, we're going to send you the bill for the advertisement here. This one is Mad Liberian. Great ideas. I would love to see Santa Claus and Ome Bega perform. Do we still have them? This is somebody who is thinking about the old days. Ebe again, did you know you can use, okay. E-wallet there still trying to advertise that my culture, my heritage, my pride. Indeed, this is what is ongoing. Elizabeth here, I agree with you. We need to reopen the National Culture Center in Liberia. She writes that from this is Giorgio Valentine. This is by far one of the brilliant ideas. That project, I think he meant that project, our national identity and cultural heritage. I want to volunteer my service if you don't mind. This is an email. One of you can jot it down quickly.
Let's get it done.
Jot it down quickly before I can take it off the screen. GNSEHJR@gmail.com, and you can reach out to that person.
We'll reach out to him.
Okay, and let's hear from Prince L. Kamama. He sounds so excited speaking about this.
Yes, I
You
am.
can tell the excitement. I wouldn't know anything about it. Just hearing about it, I'm excited. I believe this is contact information for TAMMA TV. TAMMA TV present National Heritage and Cultural Challenge, the biggest reality show ever. Audition for your contest to win 38,000 K. You do not have to speak your dialect to be in the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. Come and be the lucky winner. Call these numbers on the screen, and folks, you see the numbers there. And anytime you can come to the broadcast, you will see it. We are also on YouTube. You can go there. We have from Arizona Boniface or Emmanuel. How can we support this show or ideas? So that is a question I will want you to respond to after reading the comments. Yeah. How can they support? The person is asking a question. Let me read this one from George Toto. George Toto writes, do you have the support of the government, especially the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs and Tourism? That is another question. So let me read the final one here, and then you can respond to the questions that came your way. This one says, someone please tell me, what is Judy Andy's job? Well, I don't think they're going to answer that one because it's not their territory. So a few questions among the comments. Can you please speak to those?
So yes, we will appreciate support. Like I said, we have been lucky to have some generous institutions that have contributed to this project. It is a private initiative, but we do appreciate all of the support because this is beyond just a private institution. We will provide our contact details. I hope you can share that on the page. But if you
we can do that now if you send that.
Yeah, okay. I will send that to you in a minute. And there was a question about whether government is supporting. The Ministry of Information supports in the sense that they are giving us the permit to do this program because we require a permit and sector clearance as well. Even though we have to pay for it, but we do have the support of them. I've spoken to the minister himself, Mr. Lejewu. I spoke to the Assistant Minister for Culture and Tourism. They have all been morally supportive of this initiative. And I have also gotten some praises, or not, the team have gotten some praises from other parts of government that have taken note of what we are doing. In Ministry of Internal Affairs, of course. MCC. So the Monrovia City Corporation is a big supporter because they are the host city. Okay. The village we're building is in somewhere within the means and bounds of Montserrat County. We can't disclose the main place right now, but Monrovia City is our host city, and they have been extremely supportive in terms of the ideas, allowing us to put up billboards without paying for it, all of that. Currently, we are recruiting. I'm not sure whether I answered all of the questions.
Someone asked, how can they support this?
Yeah, so that part, this is where we'll leave our contact information. I could advertise easily for eWally on this platform, but eWally, we have an account on eWally that you can use. But we'll also drop our telephone number, and then we can be called, or if the person can share their number on the page, we'll call them, and then we can let you know how you can support us financially, morally, what have you.
Yeah.
There's
What
still
is your
opportunity for
website?
that.
What is your website so that I can display it on the screen? That could be the shortest way
And
to get to you.
we have a Facebook page for the project, not a
Okay.
website.
Okay.
And that is
The National Heritage.
the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge.
Okay. So they can reach. So folks, if you are listening, you can reach out to them easily through their Facebook page. Just type in the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge.
I can share my number also. They can call my number, my WhatsApp number. May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's +231. That's Liberia. Then 776-606-199, and also +231 886-606-199. Same number, just the prefix is different.
Yeah.
So they can use it and contact me by WhatsApp, and also go on our the page, Facebook page, where they can also send us a message and we'll respond to that. We appreciate the support and help. Even the questions we are receiving, the fact that people say this is a good thing. By the way, Angie, we are really interested in getting in touch with Angie. They want to dance before with the National Heritage, because
Julie Andy Tapper, right?
Yeah, but I don't. Julie Andy is doing things with the government, and I think we are a private institution. We're trying to be innovative in the space. We believe the space is big enough to do a lot of things, and this is what we are contributing. And we believe it will help to raise awareness for our heritage and our culture in Liberia. We are not ambassador of Liberian culture, but we are definitely. We're going to be full participants to make people to like our culture. This is what we're doing. Yeah.
Thank you so very much. This is a brilliant idea. That is one of the surest way we can preserve our culture. We can see our culture. We can feel our culture, and give others the opportunity to see our culture. Especially the idea of a heritage village, where when you enter that village. I like the part that you don't have to wear any European-made shoes, right? Either you are barefooted or you wear something that is traditionally made from Liberia or maybe from any other African country to just show the richness and also the appreciation of our culture. Our culture is who we are. We have to embrace it. We have to preserve it, and no other better way to do it than building a village, that would be a center. So that when you go there, you see everything. You see Grand Cru, you see palm butter, and those are all from the Southeast.
You promoting the Southeast people too much, though.
Anyway, let us not go into that debate.
I just kidding, man.
I know you're kidding, but here's the thing. People always wonder, we from the Southeast, how you eating rice with soup, and you put the rice in your mouth and you follow it with, why you don't dump everything together when they go in the same place, and you guys do that with the cassava. This is the brilliance, right, of this idea. And that is why all Liberians need to appreciate it, support it, because it will make us to see firsthand, the different cultures that are similar in nature, but some little differences, and then we will know each other.
You know what you just said? I didn't know. What he just
I didn't know either.
I didn't know.
I'm sitting here thinking about it.
And
people put the rice in the buffet.
This is exactly what we are talking about.
Right. I'm a village boss, so I know these things you're talking about. That's why you see me smiling throughout, because as you guys, were explaining, I could just imagine my village. I could imagine going on the farm with my basket on my back, having my little fishing hole and, climbing in the palm tree. For people who didn't have the opportunity to see it, who might not go to Grand Cru or somewhere else, they can enter Monrovia if they are visiting. They can go to that village, and someone will be there to explain to them. So my final question here quickly, I don't know if it will be the final because I'm fired up about this. When one enters that village, would there be somebody who will tour them, or would there be people who will tour them and show them beside the buildings? Are you trying to put some things in there? Objects, artifacts, things that people can see that will tell the culture. We can tell the culture by seeing, not only by talking.
Yeah, so Yes, the place will be fully decorated with artifacts from Liberia, the different regions, and with the participants will be trained. There will be the first day is introduction day. They will be to the different parts of the village, indeed. But not only that, there will be competition that day also. So the Southeasterners will be told to decorate. You see the village hut, the way you can finish it, the painting.
Right.
So we'll have the mud and other things there. That will be their first task. How do you do your mud on a hut to make it look like a southeastern region hut?
Right.
You got it?
Yeah.
So those things will be there. There are certain emblems and leaves and touches that will be made available for you to decorate your place to your regional or your county taste. And those ones, that day is going to be the day that the first county will ascend to the royal palace, because the ones that will do some of those first tasks correctly will be the people that will ascend, and they will choose one or two other counties to come and lodge with them there. So it is going to be really, really.
And let me add this there. Would there be traditional technology or traditional tools like I learned how to make the basket, the one you set in the river to catch the fish. So
They gotta come. We gotta come. But like you several times you speak as if you've been in our rooms when we are discussing.
Right.
No, those are things that we are asking them to bring along. So let me make one point. Next week we'll be unveiling the teams and we'll present them to the county mobilizer. The county mobilizer are prominent people from the county who will take the team and prepare them for 2 or 3 weeks to the event. So the mobilizer now got to go to their county and say, okay, so what are the things we can use? What are the most important tools we need to do X, Y, and Z? If they get off assignment to build a fishing net, how do we build it? What do we need? When they give us assignment to cook our traditional food, what are the ingredients that we need? All those things now, that's what the county mobilizer will be doing with their team. So they will carry their team to their county or to different places where they can be to prepare them. Because when you come and we'll give you assignment and you even get, and we know the assignment from your county and you prepare, this is where you lose points from the judge's point of view, because you didn't come prepared. So you have to come prepared with all of your tools. The only thing we are being very careful about is weapons. Weapons will not be allowed. So things like spears and stuff like that will, even if you bring it, we'll keep it. If you have to do a performance with it, for example, then we'll keep it until the time for you to do that performance, and then you have access to it. But it's not going to be, somewhere in your room and somebody made you very, then you take it, you want to do somebody.
So you're spending money to build all this, to preserve our culture, to display our culture, a center where we can appreciate our culture. You will need money to sustain it.
Yeah.
Is there plan or that? How do you generate money to sustain this place? The people that will be there, they need to be paid.
Yeah. So the first thing is why there are 2 levels now. The first one is for the program itself. We have budget that we're working with, and we got some sponsors that came through. But also we still need additional money to make sure we got everything fully done. But after the show, I told you it's going to be a tourist area where we'll have excursions, we'll have groups coming to stay and live there for a weekend or for a week and enjoy the atmosphere.
You said weddings will be conducted there too?
Yeah, all of that will be done there. And then this is how we'll continue to generate some income. Weekend shows, performances, we'll continue to do it. There is no real nice place where cultural performance can take place in Liberia besides the Providence Island, and most of the time the traffic jam in that area does not really permit it to move for
Exactly. Or sometimes the city hall, right?
Yeah, and city hall is expensive to rent and other things. So our place will be available and affordable for people to do, small programs, but it will be mainly geared towards cultural performances. That's why we want to do that.
Thank you.
In that way, we'll contribute to our, continue to contribute to enhancing our culture.
Thank you. Final question and closing statement, and I will start with Bendu Johnson. But before that, let me roll this in.
Hello, everybody. I'm comedian Jab. I support the Liberia Heritage and Cultural Challenge of TAMMA TV. TAMMA TV says, support your county to victory. I, comedian Jab, I will be supporting Sando County. What about you?
Hey guys, I'm Jeremiah Mary Tupa Jr. supporting the Liberia Heritage and Culture Challenge of TAMMA TV. I'm supporting Lofa County. And what's up for you?
Hi guys, I'm Alice Kumabian, support the Liberia Heritage and Culture Challenge of TAMMA TV. As for me, I support Lofa County.
Hi, my name is Sejawa Adaitu. I support the Liberian Heritage and Culture Challenge of TAMMA TV. As for me, I support Riverview.
Hi, I'm Anthony Sie, and I support the Liberia National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. And I'm supporting Grand Crew in the traditional fight. Count me in. Madam Johnson,
Yes.
the competition is nearing completion. What you think will constitute success for this first round of competition? Because you told me this is going to be the yearly thing, right? So for the first competition, what are you looking for that when you see happen at the end of the entire thing, you will say, yes, we have succeeded?
Yes, the first success for me personally will be to get 75 competitive, interesting characters to enter the Heritage Village and have the whole country fully engaged with this process, like we do with the county league football team. That for me will be success. Just to have the characters that are needed in the village and to have the country very, very excited about the process. Because as the pilot program, once we can get NHCC to be a household word or acronym, then we've succeeded.
Okay. And Mr. Kamara, what will be success for you for the first round?
Well, success for me, I think, in addition to what you said, the first thing is we need to make sure all of the counties are represented. That's the first and most important thing. For me, the second thing is the mobilization by the county mobilizers. We are not doing this thing for ourselves. We are doing it because, like I said from the start, what we believe in. To take a risk like a private company taking a risk of building a village, putting a price tag of $40,000 down, traveling throughout the country to find people to participate. It's a big, big risk, but it's because we believe that it's supposed to work, and we are doing it for all of us to enjoy and continue to enjoy the richness of our country, which is in our culture and our heritage. So for me, once we can mobilize the teams and then mobilize the mobilizers, then I believe we'll have a good show. I forgot to tell you one thing, by the way. Every weekend, so for the 5 weeks, we'll have international performers from Lebanon, India, Nigeria, Ghana, and Guinea. So we want to make sure that they come. We got our neighbors too, and the citizens that are here from other countries also need to understand their culture and why they do certain things certain way. So they will come that day. All the people in the audience will get free food from that country, and then they'll do some performance from
I think that is brilliant. It's been an opportunity for some people to eat about the first time.
I know.
Okay, Bendu jumps in, and Mr. Kamara, we can't thank you enough. I think this was worth the time. Thank you so much. We will remain in conversation with you to see how we can be of help to this very brilliant idea intended not only to preserve our culture, but to show it and create a center where we can appreciate it so that people can come and see who we are as Liberians when we are talking about our culture. Thank you, and thank you so very much. We will get your parting comments, and they always say, ladies and gentlemen, so we will start with our dear sister, Bendu Johnson. And I want you to close with this. People listening now, hearing this for the first time, what is that one thing you think they should take away from this program if they don't pick up anything else?
The National Heritage and Cultural Challenge is first for Liberia is something that's truly amazing and a great celebration. So I wish all Liberians would get engaged with this, whether you're here or in the diaspora. Just follow us on Facebook and either through the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge page or TAMMA TV page. Follow us. If you know anybody that's interested or who could be great in such a program, encourage them to contact us and be a part of it. And even if you're not a part of it, stay close, listen so that you can vote for your county. And let's just celebrate our heritage and our culture.
Thank you. And Mr. Kamara, same question. Why you think people should take away from this, and what's your parting words?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. I'm really, really happy that we got on this show today. And the most important thing for me is I would like to see Liberians from all walks of life supporting their county. And you can do that by visiting our pages, sending comments and ideas. You can do voting from anywhere in the world. We have the eWallet platform that is used for voting. It's like mobile money, but better. And then we have for Liberia, people in Liberia, you can use either eWallet or Lone Star to vote. We'll share the numbers with people to vote. We want the counties to be actively involved so that going forward, when people are having conversation about culture or about, when you get, when I see you now from Grand Cru, I know you can put the rice before you put the soup.
Yes.
You got it? I'll know why. I'll know where it came from. It's not strange anymore, and I'll respect that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope we all will start to get from this program. And we want to do it every year because we got our young children becoming 18 every year, and we want everybody to continue to learn about this. So I thank you very much once more. This was really awesome. A great moment, a great opportunity. The program is really, really smooth. Thank you for the rich questions that triggered some excitement out of myself. I think I heard somebody making a comment. I saw the comment. I said he explained it over excitement. Thanks for the questions, and I appreciate that. And my respect and my regards to the rest of the team.
Thank you, and thank you so much for what you are doing. It is a worthy cause. Folks, this is how we will come to the end of this program here at Focus on Liberia, where we always try to educate, elevate, and promote all things Liberia. And today, we have brought you the opportunity to see Liberia's culture for what it is and how it can be promoted. The opportunity is right in our hands right now through this program, the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge that is ongoing and being organized by TAMMA TV and TAMMA Corporation, a worthy cause indeed. You can reach out to them through their Facebook page, the National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. Again, National Heritage and Cultural Challenge. Go to Facebook, you will find them. You can also go on TAMMA TV on Facebook, and you will be able to get in touch with them. Thanks for watching. Until we see you again, my name is Anthony Sie, and we want to say bye-bye from now. As always, the song says, we are all Liberians, and that song is closing us right now. Thank you, and bye-bye to all.
We are Liberians.